Assalamu alaikum. Today we're going to learn about place value, ordering and comparing numbers, and ascending and descending order. Now we already know what place value means. It means that every digit has its own value. Either the number will be in ones place, or it will be in tens place, or it will be in hundreds place. Starting from the right side, this place is for ones, this place is for tens, and this place is for hundreds. But when we start comparing numbers, we first look at the number on hundreds place. The number with more hundreds are greater. So let's see if this number has more hundreds or this number has more hundreds. So clearly 7 is greater than 3, which means that 728 is greater than 396. But if the number on hundreds place are the same, then we move on to tens place and see which number is greater. So here we have the same number as hundreds, 7, 7. So now what we are going to do, we are going to move on to the next number, which is tens. So let's see if 2 is greater here or 9 is greater. 2 tens are greater or 9 tens are greater? Of course, 9 tens are greater. So this means that 728 is smaller than 796. If hundreds and tens both are same in this number, then we look at ones. In this number, we have hundreds and tens same, so we will look at ones. And ones are also the same, which means that these numbers are equal numbers. Compare the numbers. Now think of this sign as a very hungry crocodile who only eats the biggest, the greatest numbers, and its mouth is open towards only the greater numbers, not the smaller numbers. Now when we start comparing these numbers, we look at the hundreds first. We start from the hundreds place. So let's compare the hundreds first. In this number, 1 is greater than 3. This number has 100 and this number has 300s. So clearly this number is greater than this number. 301 is greater than 128. So the crocodile will open its mouth towards 301. Coming to the second example, 512, 502. Now the hundreds in these numbers are the same, so we will move on to tens and see which number is greater. Here we have 1 tens and here we have 0 tens, which means that 512 is greater than 502. Let's move on to the third example. 681, 481. Here we have 600s and here we have 400s, which means that 681 is greater than 481. Let's compare numbers using a number line. When we're using a number line, we start from the smallest numbers and we keep going up, which means that numbers on the right side of the number line are always greater than the numbers to the left. While looking at this number line, we can see that 24 comes before 36, which means 24 is smaller, and 36 comes after, which means that 36 is greater. So 24 is smaller than 36. Now, what is an ascending order and what is a descending order? When we are climbing up the stairs, we are ascending, and when we are going down the stairs, we are descending, which means that when we start from smallest and when we go up to the greatest number, that is called an ascending order. And when we start from the big numbers, biggest to smallest, and the smallest numbers comes in the end, that is called the ascending order. Here the numbers are arranged in an ascending order: 9, 12, 16, 25, 46, 50. And here the numbers are arranged in descending order. 50, 46, 25, 16, 12, 9. Let's try this. Here we are going to arrange these numbers in ascending order, and we will use the same trick that we used to figure out whether a number is smaller or greater. So this digit is which comes in ones place will come first. Now 12 has the least amount of tens in it, and 18 also has the least amount of tens in it. The number of tens are same, 1, 1. So we will look at ones place now. 2 is greater or 8 is greater? 8, which means the 2 is smaller. So the number 12 is smaller than the number 18. 18, 46, 58, and then comes 68.